everybody.
Good evening. How you doing? Welcome to the Not Quite Ready for Primetime live stream. We are the Disney Nerd Herders. We are already having technical difficulties behind the scenes.
You might
But
hear
it
a
should
little
be
bit of
fun.
an echo.
It should be fun. Tonight we are joined by special friends, guests, super awesome channels, and we are going to bring them on. We're not going to let them wait out back any further. Let's bring in. We have Walt and Melissa from Mouse Talk. We have Jim from
Our
More
new name is the
Sunshine.
Echoes.
Please, Walt, Melissa, and the Echoes, and then we have Derek and Gregory from D&G Explorers. Where some of our favorite YouTubers are joining us
Cobra
tonight.
Kai himself.
Thank you guys for joining us. And everybody can hear each other now, right?
We had technical difficulties.
Thank you for
I hope
having
I sound
us.
okay. Do I sound okay?
Sounds awesome.
You sound a little hoarse.
How's everybody doing?
Good. Now that we got our sound okay.
We sound a little spacey and
Yeah,
echoey a
that's
little
all right.
bit, but we're gonna run with it. We're gonna work with
is
it, right?
Yeah.
And
I was checking your guys.
They muted themselves, and then they took their camera off.
God, stop you with the control.
that was Derek's fault. You can see
I'm
the
trying
guilt.
to-
We can see the guilt.
It's Derek's
Sorry.
fault.
I try to
It's Derek's
unmute us
fault. Now
and
we know.
he
Now we
hits
know.
things. I was telling you I went on your channel on YouTube and you're echoey on there, so I don't know what it is.
Okay.
That's all right.
Not gonna worry about it. So let's see who's in the chats. We got to say hello to everybody in the chats. Keith, you are number one. Thanks for being here, buddy.
Yeah, he says first.
Yeah, he is first. He is first. Timothy Rainwaters, welcome in. Craig's Robotics, welcome in. They do a lot of. I've been seeing a lot of their pictures on Instagram and stuff, and they do a lot of.
I messaged your
Robotics
wife today. I messaged your wife today.
Oh, you did. Cool.
Hopefully she got.
Captain Akron, welcome in. Nerds. Wanda's in here cruising for food. Howdy, y'all. Does she sound like Sandy from SpongeBob when she says that? I was curious. Because that's something Sandy would say.
Yeah. With a big twang.
Twang. Jamie B, welcome in. That means Laura B is probably watching too. This our dreams in here. I saw them.
You got it. Yeah.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah, there you go.
This is our dream. Jeff and Angela, welcome in, guys. Thanks for being here. Margie Butcher, welcome in. Kyle Lee, welcome in. Thanks for being here.
Oh, wait. What did.
Trisha L is here.
This is James going out for a.
I want to stop and say hi before we
After-dinner
take
walk.
our after dinner walk. We love our after dinner
It's
walk.
pitch black here, so there's no after dinner walk.
Well, we try to get it in. We have to get it in there early and earlier now.
I know. Trisha,
I highly recommend
You
walk.
saw Trisha, right?
Yes, I said hello,
Okay.
Trish.
All right.
Mike Klemovich, welcome in. Let's see. It's jumping, but
Okay.
I think we got everybody.
I think we got everybody.
I think we got everybody. Everybody, welcome in.
kept
Thanks for
jumping.
joining us for this special primetime, not primetime, echoey, spacey. Look at Jim's headband. It's awesome. Our special show tonight with
It's very
friends.
magical.
We haven't had friends on in a while, and I think maybe our stream shows it. And like we always say, we're not.
Make it, so he invited us.
So the union sent me.
I'm Max. That'd be sick.
So how's everybody doing tonight? I love the background there, D&G. It's nice and Halloweeny.
Yeah.
Very spooky, yes.
The rest of us aren't very
We're
Halloweeny.
not Halloweeny. We're waiting for the Christmas stuff to go out.
We're gonna skip Halloween, go straight to Christmas.
Yeah. We decorated the
We
outside.
have some Halloween. We put a couple trees up.
We did.
They're decorated.
They're not very- they're all right.
All right. So what's the show about?
Tonight is like a chill and chat type of thing where we're just gonna ask each other questions. hearing myself.
I know, it's distracting.
It's like we're in an auditorium testing.
There they are.
Halloween. Sorry, Jake.
Where's he got in his head?
I believe that's the
Oh, it's
Buffalo
ball. I
Bills.
just realized. At first
He's
I thought it
doing
was
he's doing a wardrobe change, I guess.
We're rocking it out.
Yeah. Well, I got to think. I got to take the positives with you only beat the Dolphins by like 35, I think, and then you beat some other team by a lot more points. So now I don't feel so bad.
Yeah, he didn't have any faith in our team this past weekend, but we won. And I told him, you need to have a little more faith in your team. And look what happened. We won.
Margie, you can tell, or you can hear he sounds a little bit better. A little bit better.
A lot better. It's just a little raspy still.
You guys sound like you're joining us from the space station.
We didn't come back from NASA. We're still there.
Did you see Captain Kirk up there while you guys were?
I saw it today.
Let us know when you want to do a Let's Talk About Food stream. Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
We will definitely let you know. Yeah, we're going to be starting doing more shows with friends again since we're back from vacation.
I can do some interviews with other channels that we haven't done either.
Yes, we're going to start that as
We can
well.
start doing that back up.
For those of you who don't know, we did weekly interviews with new channels for like a year and a half. And then you all got a whole lot of boring, so we just stopped. No, it was me, and I couldn't come up with different questions. I was
Right,
like,
yeah.
you guys, after a year and a half of weekly interviews,
Right,
you don't
yeah.
want to just rehash stuff. So
Right.
I pretty much gave up.
Right,
we'll
but
have
we're
to
gonna
start.
set that back up. It was fun. It was fun, and still Tron's not open yet, so we have the Tron board still.
Yeah.
We have more space, more spaces to fill. So.
Sorry for all those guys that run our shows early. It's like you're already like out of the
Just
running.
had 180
None of us
days.
won. We didn't win.
Yeah,
Are
there
there
are,
any dates on
there
there
are-
that haven't gone by that people picked yet?
yeah, there are some 2022s in here.
Yeah, there is. It's Joey's
yeah.
World. They did 22s. This Our Dream. They did 22s.
Well, that explains it.
Mickey Scousers, Mickey
Mickey Waffle.
Sightings.
Yeah, all these guys that were late to the show,
Yeah,
they all have 2022s pretty much.
yeah. That's
But,
too bad.
Yeah. But More Sunshine Please, who was number one, December 2nd, 2020. I think that's out, buddy.
Jeez, that
So,
was-
2020?
Yeah.
You are very optimistic.
Wow.
They just wanted it thrown up there.
I'm horrible at that game.
Did you see? I saw a
Sorry,
picture
Dave.
today where they had they were transporting the
Ride vehicles.
cycles, yeah, on top of a flatbed truck.
I didn't see that.
Really?
Yeah, those were
That was
the
a
Guardians of the Galaxy one.
No, I thought it was
No,
Tron
The article
Tron
said it
cycles.
was Tron, yeah.
All right, I gotta get in touch with Craig.
Get in touch with Greg. All right. So the idea of this show was to get some bunch of friends on the show and ask each other questions to try to get to know each other a little bit better. Maybe let the chats get to know us a little bit better. And I was thinking maybe doing like a round robin. You can ask whoever you want a question. Can he not? Walt didn't hear that, did he? Now.
No, I didn't because somebody decided to pull the thing out of my ear. Could you say that again, please?
And she has it in her far ear from you too, so it makes it
Well,
even
I have
tougher.
to
In the
walk
closer
right
ear.
because it's that kind of ear pod. No, it's always looking.
To me, then.
Well, like I was saying, we're gonna probably do this in a round robin like type of thing where you can ask any question you want, any channel, any question. And if it gets too personal, don't answer it. You say, I don't want to answer that or whatever. It's not going to be too personal, I don't think.
You say pass.
Yes, you can pass, or you can make up a totally BS
Yeah,
answer
there
if
you
you want. I
go.
don't care. Yeah, make up an answer. Make it fun.
All right, we gotta welcome in Sheree.
Derek told me it was 5 questions for everybody. You asked the same question to everybody.
I didn't say
You
that.
can.
I
All
said
I
to
have,
I didn't tell Melissa anything.
like I have
That's-
individual questions for that are channel specific, but I also have general questions too.
Okay.
I did my
So,
homework.
You did your homework. She has individual questions for all of you.
Oh my
Stacy, that's a
goodness.
tough
Gregory,
one.
are you really going to listen to somebody that wears something so ridiculous on their head?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's a cool headband, actually. No, I can come up with questions off the fly if I need to. That's fine.
The awesome thing about those headbands, right? You can adjust them in size because they have the notches, right?
It's so versatile. I got to tell you, I can't believe I've never seen this before. As soon as we get an Etsy shop that will never start, these are going on sale.
Are those just your magic bands around your whole head? That's interesting.
Yes,
Yeah.
somehow we made them more magical. I don't know how we did it, but there they are. Look.
Yeah.
Very cool.
When he wears it, every time he steps into his house, it says "Welcome home."
It's very 80s retro look.
Thank you. My wife just told me I look like the guy from Loverboy.
Yeah, that or Olivia
Love
Newton-John.
every minute of it.
And people are going to put questions in the chat too.
Yeah, if
So
you guys have
Mike
questions
has
in
a
the chat,
question.
Mike. All
It's
right,
all in your head, Sheree.
I got a question for Mouse Talk. All right, Mouse Talk, you are on. Let's see, solo layout. Solo layout. Is there any restaurant that Walt loves that Melissa doesn't?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's a good question.
That's a good question. Next. Oh, I have to answer it.
That's way too personal, Mike. Sorry, they're not answering.
I don't think so.
There might be a quick service.
Maybe a quick service.
I'm trying to
I mean,
think.
Melissa's not like I like pizza Rizzo. I know I'm like one of 3 people on the face of the earth that actually likes pizza Rizzo. Melissa is not a big fan of it, so I think
I
that's
tolerate it.
she can tolerate it. But I mean, I don't mind it. So I guess that
I
might be
think
the
I think
one.
you like Rizzo's. But
Cosmic Rays.
And although there's things I'll find there, but usually he'll want to eat somewhere, and it's like, I guess I'll go there. I'd much rather eat here.
Right.
Keith wants to know will you be looking for him in Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom on June 10th?
Of course.
Of course, for about 5 minutes.
hopefully we'll be down
I'm
there.
kidding, Keith. I'm
Of
kidding.
course,
Open.
Keith.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get down there.
I'll yell
All right.
for you.
So, did you want to start with your question?
So sure, yes, we do have a little bit of an echo. We've been having some technical difficulties, so this is the best we
It's
could
a
get it.
new app we're trying.
Here, we're unplugging this. This is driving.
Okay.
Is it not working at all now?
How should we're gonna go around? So should I just pick whoever?
Let's do how you want to do the guest first. You want to let Walt ask first?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Why
go
don't they
around
do
the
that?
clock.
Then we can fill it.
But
Yeah.
Walt can't hear us.
Hi, I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear? Okay.
I can hear you.
Walt, did you have a question you want to start us off with a
I
question?
do have a question. I have a question for Gregory.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Greg's on the hot seat.
You ready?
Yep.
No comment.
Actually, it involves you. So Derek is a big Buffalo Bills fan. Did you have a team yourself, or did you just latch on to Buffalo because of because of Derek?
No, I did like the Patriots. I still like the Patriots. And when Derek got me into Buffalo Bills, then I started going more into that team.
Okay.
So, and I was born in upstate New York, so I guess that kind of matches. But yeah, I root. If any time that Buffalo plays against the Patriots, I root for Buffalo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Patriots
Wow.
Traitor.
Division.
Good question. Good question. How about you, Jim? You have a question for anybody?
You know, I've been listening. I've been watching and loving Ted Lasso, and the guy that plays Roy Kent, his name is Brett Goldstein, and I never knew this, but he has a podcast, and it's all about movies, and he asks his guests the same questions, and they're all about movies. So I'm going to throw out his first question to all of his guests to the panel, and let you answer it. And his first question is always, what is the first movie you remember seeing?
And has anybody noticed that Jim doesn't echo?
Yeah, what's up with that?
It's all Jim's fault.
He's got the head.
I repeat, what is the first movie you remember seeing?
Empire Strikes Back.
Really?
I remember seeing that one. That one stuck in my head. I actually went and saw it twice.
Do you remember?
I remember that one.
Yeah. You
Wasn't
mean like
there-
in the movie theater or any movie at all?
Oh, I was thinking of the movie.
Wherever, at home, at the theater.
Yeah.
For me, I would, for some reason, E.T. is in my head. Extraterrestrial is in my head. I remember seeing
Oh,
that. Very
the memory
vividly.
of the movie. I thought for a moment you were saying E.T. was in your head.
No. I remember very vividly seeing that probably when I was like 7 or 8.
E.T.
Yeah, I've had to see a movie before E.T.
Was Jaws out before?
Jaws is the first one I saw at a drive-in movie,
Same
which
here.
scared the heck out of me.
I remember that. I remember seeing that.
I was
We were
pretty
probably at the
young then.
same drive-ins.
Probably.
You realize that?
Probably.
We were probably cars right next to each other and we had no idea.
Yeah.
It was meant to be.
You were the little girl licking your window.
Picking them.
Licking your nose.
You remember a movie? Just say a movie.
We lived in England, and I remember going to the movie theater to see Disney movies, but I don't remember which one it was. I don't know. I know I saw several Disney movies there. Bedknobs and Broomsticks, one of them.
Mhm.
But I wanted to say Brian K. Let's go Buffalo, and welcome Paul and Trishelle.
So you answered the question and give a shout out.
Yes.
Well, for me, we never went to the movies as kids. We were very poor. My parents could barely afford to put food on the table. So when we went to the movies, it had to be a big, big deal. And the one that I remember the most is A New Hope, Star Wars, 1977. I remember sitting in the movie theaters. It was a new experience for me. I really actually didn't want to go see the movie. I didn't want to see it, which is hilarious today because I'm such a big Star Wars fan. My sister wanted to see it, and I'm like, oh man, I'd rather not. I want to see this. And I fell in love with it. And that's the one I remember vividly.
Mine was Winnie the Pooh. I was 5. I remember it's the first time my parents took me to the movies.
Wow.
Whatever that Winnie the Pooh
Who's
movie
the
was
fuck's
back,
around?
had to be like late 70s or early 80s. It might have been early 80s.
I was 6. Star Wars
Yeah,
came out in
I
summer.
don't
I was
remember.
kind of like in the same boat as Walt. So mine was probably seen on TV. It was either something like Wizard of Oz or Chitty Chitty Bang Bang or one of those
Yeah.
holiday movie
I mean, I
type
remember
things.
seeing those, but I don't know when I saw those. You know, like I don't know if it was when they came out or if it was older.
How about you, Jim? What was your first movie?
My first memory is a Disney movie, but I think my mom took us to go see Gus, the field goal kicking mule.
Oh yeah.
I have memories of seeing that.
I don't think I've even heard of that.
And similar to Walt, years later, I remember my dad, for some reason, I don't know why my mom wasn't with us, but he was going to take us to go see a movie, and it was between Raiders of the Lost Ark and something else. And I didn't know what Raiders of the Lost Ark was, so I picked the other movie, and he really wanted to see Raiders of the Lost Ark, but so I screwed him out of that. But I don't remember what the other movie was. I just remember I still feel bad about not allowing him to go see one of the most awesome movies of all time. So sorry, Dad.
Mary Poppins. That's a good one to see.
I love
Hey,
Mary Poppins. Yeah.
I love Mary Poppins. Rescuers Down Under.
Entirety yet.
All right. Derek and Gregory, you guys can go ahead with your questions if you have.
Okay, I actually have one for Mouse Talk. The pros and cons of living in Florida, since you guys just moved there a little bit ago.
That's just a loaded question right there.
Pros, being extremely close to Disney. Cons, being extremely close to Disney. Financially, that is a con.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All your money is gone.
Exactly. It is extreme. Boy, do you have to learn willpower and restraint.
We're still working
trying to learn that.
We're working on
I'm
that.
hoping we get it before we go bankrupt. We're not there yet. one of the two is going to hit first. Bankruptcy. I don't know which one. But other than that, the weather's been great. The hot never bothered us anyway.
Oh wow. I caught on to that one.
I'm sorry. I'll let it go.
Wah, wah, and I'm just
The
like,
house is really nice. It's not really a bit of a fixer-upper, but
wow.
I've got a splitting headache, and I don't know if it's the headband or Walt. I don't.
I'm sorry. I can't help it.
What are those
No,
called?
but when you take walks, though, the problem with some of the walks is the fact that you go into the unknown.
You must be a really big Frozen fan.
I hate that.
There goes Jim. We've lost him.
You could have fooled me.
Anyway.
Only real con for me is that our other son
Wow.
is so far away, and some of our family. We would be a little further from his family.
That's the
and,
big one.
yeah, being.
Yeah.
But other than that, I love it here.
Oh, that's horrible.
No regrets.
Addiction mouse. I'm sorry.
Gregory, did you have your own question, or you want to go off Derek's question?
No, I have a question.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I was just reading that from Addiction Mouse.
That's awesome.
Oh, Jim's back. Good. I can ask him this question. And it has nothing to do with Frozen. So, if you could reimagine a ride, what would you reimagine? Any ride from Disney.
I would a current ride or any ride in history.
Any ride that you want.
I would bring back 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, but I would update it with today's technology. I think there are possibilities.
Okay.
And maybe it doesn't even have to be themed with that movie. It's an underwater ride, and perhaps it's a Nemo ride or it's Luca or whatever takes place underwater. But something like I was always fascinated by that ride where so much of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea was under the surface of the water, and you didn't from above you couldn't really tell what was going on until you got in the submarine and went on the ride. And it wasn't the world's best ride, but I think now with everything that they're doing and the things we know they can do, I just think some sort of underwater experience would be so much better than that ride was, which I have fond memories of. I have fond memories of that ride. It just, I think something underwater would be kind of cool. And I'm not an Imagineer, so I don't have specifics, but yeah, I would reimagine 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Jim, can you chime in, our friends from Pepper Tree Villa?
Oh, yeah, wasn't ready. Here we go. Hang on.
There you go. Welcome in, Pepper Tree Villa.
I never got to ride that ride, and I haven't seen the movie, so I can still see the movie. I just can't ride the ride. So
It was
Watch the
horrible.
movie.
You didn't like it at all. I know that much.
It
I
wasn't
know
for
it
the
was-
claustrophobic.
Wasn't for that,
It was
yeah.
plastic.
Yeah, it was cheap. Yeah, but if you
Plastic
put-
lobsters and
if you made it-
plastic.
Yeah. They put mannequins underwater and
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
plastic. Yeah, it wasn't the best ride, but as a kid, I kind of liked it. But as you got older, you realized, oh, this isn't great. But I think they could do so much now.
The one in Disneyland is the Nemo ride, like they have
Yeah.
in Living Seas. It's that attraction on the submarines at Disneyland.
I like ours because they converted that ride 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea into Nemo, and I actually like it.
Watch the movie. You'll like it. It's got James Mason, Kirk Douglas, Peter Lorre.
I would think with
Great
today's
acting.
technology, they could do a really good job. But
Yeah.
the original one was horrible.
Believe me, Hollywood will get around to it. They have no imagination whatsoever.
Yeah, they
They're
haven't. They
remaking
haven't,
every single thing ever out there.
they
You have a
haven't
question
remade
for
it.
someone?
Yeah, so I didn't make mine Disney
It's all right. You don't have to,
based.
does it?
I don't know. All right, D&G. Do you have any pet peeves? that you would like to share
About anything? Okay.
about anything.
Go ahead, because I have to think.
Wow.
I know I have pet peeves.
The one big pet peeve that I have is when I'm driving and people don't use their turn signals. Drives me up the wall. I just think you have a turn signal for a reason. So, but when I'm driving, I'm really to the book. It's like, where's your turn signal? So that's one of them. And then I don't like things messy. Like I like to keep things clean, countertops clean and everything. So that's what
Never mind.
I'm the one that's always doing it. So go ahead.
You know what? I know I have peeves, but I can't really think of one right now.
How
I can
about
think of
people
one that
that? How about people that do this with their nails all the time around you, and they're like picking at the nails? That doesn't bother you?
No.
Well, how about this?
I kind of
I
like it.
can
It was ASMR. I liked it.
I know one that he doesn't like when I leave water bottles or cans on the counter.
Oh.
I tell him that I get sidetracked, which I do. I mean to take it out in the garage, but I put it down and then I get sidetracked, and he thinks I left it there. So then he's like, "You could just put this away."
Yeah, that is a peeve. There's
But
like,
I'm the
all
one
you-
cleaning the counters and stuff.
All you need to do is take another 3 steps to where it should be.
Oh wow, okay.
Oh, Wanda's got your.
Yeah,
covered
it's sitter.
there.
It is sitter.
The sitter. Yeah.
Electrum.
Yeah, he made a whole story
Hi,
about
Amy.
Electrum.
All right. Should I ask the
Yeah,
question
you
now?
asked the question.
Ooh, is it my question?
I get a bunch for everybody, but I'm trying to pick and choose.
Let me go with Jim, because this one's really easy, but I don't know this answer. So, Jim, what is your favorite park?
I
Like
beg your
parking
pardon?
lot?
What is your favorite park?
Oh, I thought you said Ark. I was gonna go Noah.
Noah.
Noah's Ark? I
That'll be
guess. I don't
second.
know.
Yeah, that's my follow-up.
You know, for years and years, Epcot was my favorite park, and for the past year and a half, 2 years, Epcot's been, you know, under a state of revision, and it still is. And the front of the park still stresses me out.
Yeah.
And Hollywood Studios now is a complete park, and everything's, much of it is still very new, and I'm not jaded by any of it yet, you know. So right now, Hollywood Studios with Galaxy's Edge and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is one of my favorite rides. It's just I know this isn't everybody's cup of tea, but Tower of Terror is still one of my favorites, and Hollywood Studios right now. Hopefully, when Epcot returns to its, you know,
Glory.
maybe that'll be number one again. But right now, Hollywood Studios.
Awesome. Yeah, unusual. Usually it's usually here like Magic Kingdom or Epcot.
Right,
but
right.
Hollywood Studios, huh?
Well, before you never heard Hollywood Studios because it didn't have a lot. Now it's got the Toy Story Land. It's got Galaxy's Edge. You know, the new Runaway. So
Yeah,
there's more to it. They beefed
have
it up a little bit
improved
more.
it, yes. Correct. All right. Let's put Melissa on the spot. Do you have any questions, Melissa? Because we know that Walt didn't prep you for this show tonight, but
Just make
have
up
you
a
thought of any new questions while you're listening to us?
She doesn't have a question. I do have a question.
All right.
This is a panel question. We were talking about first movie you remember seeing. Has anyone on the panel ever walked out of a movie?
Yeah,
Yes.
we actually did.
What was it?
And what was it? Because I've done one. I think we did two. I've done two. I think we walked out of that one, didn't
No,
we?
we talked about
I
it,
know
and
that you
then we
walked
didn't,
out.
and we wished we did.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you ours. I walked out of Dune. You guys remember Dune with Sting and
Well, it was like 14 hours long.
I
Everyone walked out.
hated that movie. I walked out.
And there's a new one coming out.
Yeah.
I know.
Exactly.
I'm like, what?
And then we almost walked out of Angels and Demons with Tom Hanks.
Really?
It was
Really?
terrible.
It
Terrible
was
movie.
nothing like the book.
Absolute
The
different.
book was fantastic. The movie was horrendous.
Horrendous.
If you read the
If
book,
you've read the book and watched the movie, you'll understand.
it was
If you never read the book, you probably love the movie.
hard to say what I walked out of Tom Hanks.
We walked out of Dracula.
Dracula.
Really?
Bram Stoker's?
The Gary Oldman Dracula one.
Really?
Yeah.
What? That's like one of the
What?
best ones.
Yeah, we walked out of it.
How come?
There's too much nudity for me.
It was just, it was just.
That's all it was about. That's all I can remember about the movie was boobs.
It was
Oh,
like,
it's
yeah.
it's a really good. You should give it another chance and just get past
They should
that
have
part.
No,
It's a good
all I
movie.
remember that's the entire movie was about.
Yeah,
was
it was,
boobs.
yeah. And I am not a Winona Ryder fan at all,
So yeah,
and that wasn't Keanu Reeves' best movie either.
I don't even remember who was in it, but I can tell you what the boob looked like.
Really?
Well,
There's a lot of
Gary
close-up.
Oldman is one of the greatest actors.
Yeah,
of
we
our
love Gary
times, in my
Oldman.
opinion.
We love him in Fifth Element and Harry Potter and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Well,
The
you got Gary
Professional,
Oldman
too,
in
is
that,
funny.
Keanu Reeves, Winona Ryder, Anthony Hopkins is in that movie. It's a good movie.
And it was directed by Francis Ford Coppola. He did a lot of really, not to pile on Stacy, I'm sorry, but I
Oh, we
gotta
both
defend
walked
it
out.
here.
We both wanted to
he
walk
I
did-
out.
told him
there's
I'll
so-
wait in the car.
There's so many cool things in that movie with the shadow moving and just I thought it was directed really well. Keanu Reeves kind of yeah, I think somebody else should have been cast in that part, but yeah, I enjoy that movie.
You made it through like half of it, maybe. I
We
think.
did. I don't know.
I get what you're saying, though. If you're uncomfortable, and that's
Yeah.
not what you want to be there for, because then at that point,
I always look at it as if you need to have a lot of that in the movie, then maybe you should have written a better movie.
There was another one,
If that's what you're using to get people to watch.
Robin Hood Men.
Yeah, maybe
But-
the background. We'll give them a little background too. We used to watch all the horror movies from the '80s, and those always had boobs in them, and we were just sick of that. And just
Yeah, I was just
it's
set
like,
up.
and we saw some good horror movies that didn't need to have nudity in them at all.
Yeah, and it
and
was
they
just
were
to get
awesome
people up.
horror movies, and I think that's what we're
Yeah.
grown to expect.
Right.
Not to, but
Yeah.
anyways, but that's it.
Anyway.
Anybody else walk out of any movie?
I did. I'm just looking at Addiction Mouse. They said the worst movie ever is Jerry. I don't know if I even
I don't
remember
know what
that.
I've
is.
never heard of that.
Mm-mm.
No.
Jerry Maguire?
No, that was a good movie.
The only movie I've walked out on, I was oblivious to what it was. I thought it was a comedy.
It's an all-star cast.
It was Pulp Fiction.
Really?
Oh, I didn't see
oh my
that.
God,
Well, I guess
really?
if you're expecting
Yeah.
a comedy, I can understand that.
Yeah, and then there was a scene where one of the, I forgot who was overdosing, and they were like all this fluids coming out. But saying that,
Was it Uma Thurman?
when we left the theater, went back home, I realized I had food poisoning.
Oh,
So that
Ah.
might have.
Double whammy.
Have you
Well,
seen
might
it
have-
since?
No, I have no interest in seeing it.
I haven't
Go
seen
back
it
and
either.
watch that movie. That is a phenomenal movie.
It depends what you like. It's
Yeah,
definitely
It
different.
is. It can be disturbing at points. Absolutely,
Oh yeah, we didn't see that.
it is. But it's
I've tried to
about
watch it.
intertwining stories that all connect together.
Yeah,
I'm not even a Tarantino fan.
I've tried to watch it, and every other word was like a cuss word, and I'm just like, okay, I'm not a prude, but you don't have to have every other word, you know. But for me, I've walked out. I can only remember two. One was because of time constraint, which was Yogi Bear. I was trying to pass time, and I went and watched it, but I realized, oh, I don't have time to watch it, so I had to get my money back. And the other one was American Psycho, and I have not seen that movie since. And they've made a sequel, but I know Christian Bale is in it, and I kind of got filled in, I think, on what happened at the end. But that, I mean, I like horror movies, but that at that time in my life, that was just over the top with the blood and everything. It was just too much.
I've never seen it. I'm not a big horror movie fan.
I've seen it. It's an interesting ending for sure.
It's a very intense movie.
Oh yeah, for sure. What about you, Jim?
I walked out of one movie. We were in high school, and some friends and I went to go. We wanted to go see something funny, and just have a good time at the movie theater. And we went to go see Throw Mama from the Train, and it just was not what we were expecting, and it wasn't funny, and we were hungry, so we just said, "Do you want to go to McDonald's?" So we went to McDonald's. We left. That's the only movie I've ever walked out of. Still to this day, I've never seen that film.
The way you said it was funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
Wanda has a question. Does anyone have an actor or actress that you dislike so much that no matter what movie they're in, you dislike them?
You're gonna laugh. You're gonna be shocked.
Who's that? Who? Walt?
Tell him.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Walt
DiCaprio.
does not like DiCaprio.
And Matt Damon. Neither one of them.
Isn't that crazy?
That is
The only
Man.
film DiCaprio ever did that I even liked was Inception, which is a phenomenal movie. Not a DiCaprio fan.
Isn't that nuts?
He's
A
mad.
little bit.
He's mad.
I have one with a British actor.
I'm not big on DiCaprio either.
What is her name?
Oh,
It was
okay.
a
Slimy
celebrity
guy.
TV actress.
Oh, you don't know him
I
yet.
don't know his
He's
name.
not a
That's
movie
mine
guy.
too.
Oh, what is her name? Hold on, I'll tell you.
I'm not a fan of the bald ones.
Oh, yeah. Who?
Bald ones?
Yeah.
The
Oh,
bald
Baldwins.
Any
Baldwin.
Baldwin brother.
Yeah.
You're lumping them all together. That's not
Yeah.
fair to some of them.
Yeah, some of them are
pick a
good
tribe.
actors.
I thought you said the bald ones, not the bald wins.
Yes,
She doesn't
all
like
the
bald
He
actors.
doesn't like Vin Diesel,
All the bald actors.
Willis,
Out.
Bill Brenner.
Yeah, my
She walked out of The King and I.
For me, I think Will Ferrell. Not Will. Is it Will Ferrell? Yeah. He is a very overpaid actor. The only movie I really like him in is Elf.
Oh, come on.
We
You're
love-
Eurovision.
We love
Eurovision.
Oh my
Fucking
God.
dog.
Talladega Nights is hilarious.
Step Brothers.
I've never. Yeah.
Anchorman.
I haven't
Did you-
seen a lot of them.
Did you watch Eurovision?
I did not, Mike.
Rachel Bilson. I dislike every role I've seen her in, and I cannot watch her. That's the actress.
Who?
What does she
You
play?
have to look her up.
She was in a TV show.
Yes.
Yes.
Bilson.
Rachel
Looking
Bilson.
her up.
She just poor thing. She's probably swell, but every role I see her in, I dislike her.
And see, somebody said that The Departed was good. The Departed is good, but DiCaprio doesn't make the movie.
Rachel
She was
my
in-
opinion.
Golden.
Titanic was awesome. I love that movie.
Her.
I watched a movie she was in called The Last Kiss with Zach Braff, and her character disgusted
Right?
me. And ever since then, I
Gold there? I thought you
Heart
said
of Dixie.
Wilson.
She was in a show
Wilson?
called Heart of
Oh, I
Dixie,
don't know.
Tell us how you really feel.
right? See, that's what she wanted to know.
Oh.
There doesn't have to be logic behind this, because I'll tell you mine. Mine is I don't really care for Anne Hathaway, and I don't. She's great. I think she's probably a very. Is that her name?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can look her up too.
She's an award-winning actress. Just something about her I don't care for, and
I think it's her real life personality.
I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right about
She's a
that.
bubbly person in real life.
I heard she wasn't.
I think she's kind of phony. That she comes across to me as phony, and I don't like that.
I like
Maybe
that-
that's wrong. Again, it doesn't have to be logical or correct. I don't know. It is to me, though, I guess.
We get things in our heads, and it's like, no.
Is there someone that you
Yeah.
didn't like?
All right.
All right, Jim's turn.
Jim's turn. Jim, you have a question.
Wait,
for anybody?
Derek's got one.
Yeah, mine is George Clooney.
Really?
George Clooney. Really?
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
like
I don't think of
him
him as the greatest actor either, but
It's not. Yeah, but
I think he's a very dry actor, and I liked him in Tomorrowland. He's watchable.
yeah, that was fun.
But other than that, I think he's a horrible actor.
brother, we're,
He was a horrible
Yeah.
I love
Batman.
him in that.
Yeah.
she loves him in the Oh Brother, Who Art Thou?
That's a yes.
Yeah,
That's
he was out of his comfort zone.
He
in
was
that movie.
totally out of his comfort zone. Yes.
Nah, it's funny.
Yeah.
Hit or miss.
Yeah.
Well, he
I
missed
didn't
on
like him
that.
in Tomorrowland.
And like you said, the ocean.
I always feel like he's got his head down.
Yeah, especially in his early movies, he was
Yeah.
always doing
His
that.
head was down. Yeah.
All right, Jim, you got a question?
Yes. My snotty question for you, Charlie, is when did you have the idea of having your guests come up with all the questions for your live stream? But I'm going to go back to the movie podcast, and it's kind of you had Derek just mentioned Tomorrowland, which is my answer for the following question: which movie is not beloved? It's maybe critically panned. Most people hate it, but you love it. You are a big fan of it. It might be your guilty pleasure or whatever. For me, that movie is Tomorrowland. Some people don't like it. It wasn't critically well received, but I enjoy it, and I have watched it multiple times, and I like it a lot. Brad Bird directed it. I think it's inventive, and it's well acted. So the movie that's not well liked that I like is Tomorrowland. So what does everybody have to say about that one?
I don't know.
We like
Tomorrowland was
Tomorrowland.
okay. We just recently watched it.
Yeah, it was alright.
It didn't awe me or anything like that.
Oh, A Knight's Tale. Yes, Jamie.
A Knight's Tale is.
Devil Wears Prada. Yes.
Where's Prada?
That's another good one.
Mine would be something like Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Oh my
But
god.
I think most people
Oh,
like
Pedro.
that one.
Kind of a
Do
cult.
they?
Yeah.
All right.
Like mine would be Bill and Ted.
Eurovision.
Yeah. How about Eurovision?
Eurovision.
We
The
also
big
like
year.
Blades of Glory was
Blades
also
of
another
Glory,
one. That
Yes.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Adriel
So
will
I
come
can
in the
tell-
room and say the kids will pick that to put on.
I have three that I know some of you have probably heard of, some of you probably have never heard of, that I'm sure got terrible reviews. The first one for me is Flash Gordon.
I love Flash Gordon.
Oh god.
I
One
love
from the
Flash.
70s.
Yes.
Oh
The
my
80s,
gosh.
was it 80s?
Hey, Catherine.
Sam Jones. Oh my god, I love that movie. The other one
Timothy
for me-
Dalton's in that movie, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
Timothy
is.
Dalton's in it.
His name's played by
Max von
what's his name?
Sydow.
Max von Sydow is Ming the Merciless.
It wouldn't have been
other
so
one-
bad without the Queen soundtrack. That's what irritated me the
Oh
most.
no, I
Oh my
love
god,
them.
What?
I think it's fantastic.
I love them.
They ruined that.
That's funny. No, they didn't. I have it in my playlist.
Really? You didn't like it? Oh my god, I love that.
I love Queen.
Yeah, and then the other one for me is Stroker Race.
Oh.
Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds. Wow.
remember that.
Okay.
It's been a long time, but I
That
remember
movie
that.
is- Jim Neighbors is in that. Lonnie Anderson is in that. Ned Beatty is in that. It's such a hilarious movie that everybody forgets Burt Reynolds even did that movie. I think that's how he met Lonnie Anderson.
Was that was John Biner in that one?
I don't know. Parker Stevenson's in that. The other racer that's the cocky. It's all about NASCAR. It's NASCAR, which I hate NASCAR, but that movie is hilarious.
What other ones do
I
you
love it.
watch?
So that's mine too.
Hilarious
We like the
stuff.
Cannonball Run series. too.
Cannonball Run, yeah. Yeah, but we don't watch that all the time.
No.
Oh yeah, Silver Streak is another one.
Silver Streak.
Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor on the train.
Oh, that's a classic though.
That's
I
a
think most
great
people
movie.
like that one. Yeah.
I hope so. I think that movie's fantastic. So that's ours. Mine.
Secondhand
Yeah,
Lions.
Secondhand Lions.
Oh yeah.
We just watched it not that long ago.
What's that about?
So good.
We have it. We haven't even seen it yet, and we've had it for years.
You'll like it.
What?
Oh,
Secondhand Lions?
I know. My other one was The Running Man.
Oh, I love The Running Man.
That's a good one.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. That was fantastic.
We like that one. That was a big one, yeah. Hey, Sir Boom.
He was there was video of him that caused him to be arrested, right? There was footage of him.
Ben Richards, the butcher of Bakersfield.
And the video that was the evidence against him was so clearly edited.
Yes.
Anyway, whatever. Oh, well, it was so
Richard Dawson. Richard
Yes.
Dawson's
That's right.
in that movie. He's the bad
good
guy.
in it.
Richard Dawson, that's
Oh my
awesome.
God, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Jesse Ventura makes a cameo in there too. Jim Brown's in
That's a
it.
good one.
Kindergarten Cop.
Oh, yeah.
What about you, Derek?
I have two. One, every time we go to Vegas, and because it's about a 6-hour drive for us, I have to watch Race to Witch Mountain with The Rock.
That's a
I
good
love that
one.
movie. And then I think an animated feature, which a lot of people don't like, but I love, is Pocahontas.
Yeah, that one is.
I watched that not too long ago for the first time. I enjoyed that more than I thought I was going to enjoy it. I had never seen it.
I like the music,
And
and
there's a sequel, which I've never seen.
I like Miko.
Oh, it's got one of the great Disney songs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
When I worked at a movie theater when that
Colors
was
of the Wind
being
or Down the
released.
River Bend? Around
Colors of the Wind.
Yeah.
When I worked at a movie theater when I think what was the movie that preceded that? It was Beauty and the Beast, maybe.
No, it
Or-
was
or-
Lion King.
Lion King.
That's
And one of the trailers before the Lion King was that whole Colors of the Wind sequence from Pocahontas. That was the trailer.
Oh wow.
And it was so good. And just being an usher at that movie theater, I would stay in for the beginning of that film as long as I could and watch that. I thought it was such a great song, and that's my happiest memory from that job.
Mike, I did not know that they were making a Sister Act 3
Yep, they are.
Oh, for real? That's
with
awesome.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Has to be.
I hope it is.
I'll tell you a funny story about that. First time I ever saw Sister Act, I was at court,
Was it
jury
jury
duty.
duty?
I was waiting in jury duty, sitting there waiting for them to call me. And of course, they put movies on. I had never seen it, so they put on Sister Act, and I'm sitting there, and I'm loving it. I'm like, please don't call my number. I want to see the end of this movie.
Yeah, those are fun movies.
Yep.
That's a great movie. That's so funny.
City Slickers.
All right, is it
I think it's Derek and Gregory's turn.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
If you could go back in time, who would you want to meet and why? It could be anybody. It doesn't have to be Disney. Anybody. For all of you.
I'm assuming if it's someone that you could go back, they're no longer with us.
Not necessarily. It could be in their younger years.
Can you go back and smack someone around and say, don't do that?
I think for me, the easy question is if I could go back in time and talk to anybody, I'd like to go back and talk to Jesus.
I would too. Maybe both were very,
Yeah.
religious.
Number one, man, it's not even close. But other than that, I don't know, George Washington.
He loves George.
I love
Well,
George Washington. He's my
Mine would
favorite.
be Walt Disney.
I knew you would say that. Yeah.
I want to bring him forward in time and see what he thought.
I don't know.
Look, do you like this or not?
Oh, Moses is another one too. I'd like to meet him.
Oh wow! Movie Mania Nick is saying that Daniel Craig, they want him to play maybe Doctor Doom.
That would be interesting.
Ooh, one says Bruce Lee.
This is Bruce Lee,
Wow.
that's a good one.
Elvis.
Elvis,
That would be a good one too.
sandwich making, Bruce Lee.
Eddie Davis.
Look at addiction mouse. Go back in time myself not to waste my time. Sorry, it's my favorite.
Oh no, that's awful.
That was awesome.
Aristotle. Ooh,
Sarah says Aristotle.
that's deep.
Okay, so the first person that came to my mind was Bruce Springsteen.
Oh my God, Phil.
Bruce Springsteen.
You could probably tweet at him. You could probably
Yeah,
get
he'll
through.
probably answer.
Definitely not on the same wavelength. Well,
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, it still makes me sad when I think about Robin.
Lincoln's a good
Robin
one.
Williams.
Robin
Yeah.
Williams is pretty good,
Ensign. Like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Mm,
Cool.
mm.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
No
Robin.
question.
Socrates. Yeah, you can hear Socrates in
Jamie was seriously.
Socrates.
Oh yeah, Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted.
Socrates. Socrates.
You can also go back and talk to Adam and Eve and try to sort
Fuck
them
you.
out a little bit. Don't eat from the tree.
We're gonna have to get going here in a minute, but I do have one
Yeah.
question for everyone on the panel. What's your favorite way to relax?
Go to Disney.
That's relaxing. You're walking all over the place now.
Epcot.
I'll be so cranky like, after work, and we'll go there, and you just can't not be happy.
Yeah,
You know,
no, I
that
understand.
day.
Yeah.
I guess that's how I look at it. Or I have to get back in this habit, and I'm working on it now. I like to make cards. So
Have a good night, Mike.
I will relax, and you
Good night,
can't
Mike.
eat cards.
Yeah, I like going for walks, and I also like chilling out at Epcot. But we're usually never able to relax while on our vacations too much.
No, but if we move down there, it'll be a totally
Yes,
different
it's
story.
a problem. It's a future relaxation spot. How's that?
It
For-
can be.
During the non-Christmas time, just relaxing would be taking a nap for me. That's it. Because otherwise, I'm not relaxing. But during the holidays, I'll get up really early in the morning, like 5, 6 o'clock, go downstairs, turn on the Christmas lights and turn on a Christmas film and just sit there by myself, nice and quiet, and just watch a nice film with the holiday lights on,
Which will be next week.
which will be next week.
For us.
probably.
Oh, wow.
Well, our Christmas starts October 22nd, so we're in good shape.
Yeah, something like that during the holidays. I love doing that. It's just awesome.
How about you, Jim?
It doesn't get very cold here in Florida for very long anyway. And something I discovered near the end of last year's cold season was going out on our lanai when the weather is cold and kind of bundling up, even napping, but just lounging back there after work or something. And I only had about 2 weeks of that. I discovered it and how much I loved doing it. And then the hot weather came back. So, man, am I looking forward to doing that again. But it has been so bloody hot here. And it will continue to be until mid-November. But I can't wait to just, after work, go out on the lanai. It's nighttime. I've got a hoodie on, maybe even a blanket if it's cold enough, and just going out there and napping. Man, can't wait. Great question.
Come to California, Jim. You'll get cold real quick right now.
Just ask Wanda about that.
Yeah.
Well, Derek
Well,
and
even
Gregory,
today
before you
was
guys
cold.
leave, you guys want to? Obviously, I want to send everybody over there at 8 o'clock. What's going on tonight?
We wanted to make it really simple. We're gonna show. I don't like the word the hall, the shopping hall.
We're gonna do a show and tell, basically,
Yes.
of things that we thought were special to buy on our trip. So just
You can
sharing
brand it
out
however
there.
you want. It's a shopping hall. That's where you're going to get your clicks. Just call it what it is.
You can see what you could potentially buy when you
Yes.
go to the park.
If you visit Walt Disney World, this is what you can get.
You can have one too. No. No. So
Awesome.
yeah, that's basically what we're gonna do. And probably just talk about the holiday season and things like that.
Awesome. We're gonna be over there obviously at 8 o'clock, and we will send everybody over there as well.
Sounds good. We better head
Thank
out.
you.
Thank you so much for having us on your show.
Yes,
We
nice
love
seeing you
you
guys.
Thanks for
Love
letting
you guys
us hang
too.
Bye,
Thanks
guys. See ya.
for
Bye.
joining
Bye.
us. All right, we have I think we have 5 more minutes. You guys want to do another quick question?
Give us a real hard question, Charlie.
No math.
Yes, no.
All right, I have a question from Mouse Talk.
Oh,
What is your favorite place you have explored outside of the parks in Florida?
We really haven't.
Yeah.
We don't go anywhere.
we really don't do anything. I mean,
We
isn't
went
that
to
terrible?
that. We went to the Citrus World.
Yet, right?
Yeah, I mean, we went one time to a on 27. There's a orange grove.
Yeah, it's called Citrus World.
Oh, that's what you're talking about? Yeah,
Citrus Grove, okay.
did that. A place called Citrus World.
We
right
found out,
on 27.
ironically,
it's really right down the street
It's
from
right
where
down
we live
from where
now.
we move now, and it's weird to think that we had been here not
Because now we're
knowing.
telling y'all where we live. Don't come visit, please.
But it's so close to where we live now, and before it was like 45 minutes away. We
Yeah.
never knew we'd be over here.
But to be
Weird.
honest with you, we really have not ventured out. We really have just Disney home, Disney
Or
home.
Universal.
Or Universal
We did
home.
go to see the Orlando Eye that one time. I really didn't like it there.
Well, it's understandable. You move down there. Obviously, you want to get all the Disney and Universal. You have it in your system built up. You want
Right.
to do it so much.
Yeah.
But I imagine eventually you'll start venturing out, right?
It's
No.
been a year and a half.
No.
I really
It's
haven't.
been a year and a
No.
half. Yeah, but it's been a year and a half of being.
Yeah.
It's a very unusual year and a half.
True.
Yeah,
It's
that's
really
true.
only been about a year, I guess.
So there you go.
I don't know. We're kind of homebodies otherwise. I mean, I guess we could say Jeff and Angela's house. That's where we venture.
Yeah, I mean that's it. Really.
That's where we like to go.
How about you, Jim?
In Florida, we've been here 21 years now, and we've had the opportunity to, every once in a while take a road trip. So we've seen St. Augustine. We've gone down to Naples and south of Naples. There's a place called Everglades City. I'm not kidding, but we did the airboat, the swamp, the Everglades riverboat tour. That was pretty fun. But what I think the most fun we had was we went to it's called Cedar Key, and it's on the Gulf Coast, and it's a couple hours north of Tampa.
Really?
And it's old Florida, and we rented a house there, and it's an island, Cedar Key, where you everybody rides golf carts around. There's no McDonald's or anything. There were no franchises of any sort there. It's just old Florida, and we had such fun, riding the golf cart around with the kids, and spending 4 or 5 days on Cedar Key. That was a blast. Just getting out and seeing stuff like that is pretty cool.
Nice. Eventually we'll get there.
Patrick says Gatorland.
I've seen
Heard about
Gatorland
Gatorland, yeah.
and a showcase of citrus. Sarah
That's
saying?
what it was called.
Showcase
She's
of
right.
citrus,
Showcase
that's
of
it.
citrus.
That's what it's
Thank you,
called.
sweet
Showcase
Reaper.
of citrus. Okay. Yeah. There's definitely things
Well,
we
we
want
like
to
the Venice
check out
Beach
too.
with
We
the
love Venice.
Jays.
We love Venice.
That's our home
Yeah.
away from Disney.
We would highly recommend that to anybody.
Yeah.
All right, so we got like a
1 minute.
like a minute, so
Right.
let's go
I had all
around
these
the horn.
questions. I only got to ask one.
Yeah, we'll have to do another show
We'll
sometime.
have to do another one.
Part two.
But well, Melissa, what you guys got coming up?
Well, for us, we have first. Thanks for having us on. This was awesome. We're always honored to be on for sure, and we love all of you guys. And thanks to everybody in the chat for supporting Charlie and Stacy and being here for them. We appreciate that. We will be live from Epcot on Friday night. We'll be there for the fireworks and everything. Saturday morning, we will be doing our walk in the park at Disney's Magic Kingdom. And then Sunday, we're going to be doing a resort tour. We're staying at Port Orleans Riverside this weekend, so we'll take you guys on a tour of Riverside this weekend.
They're reopening. They reopen tomorrow.
Yeah, they reopen tomorrow, so we'll be
Wow,
there,
Right
awesome.
there.
Cool.
which is going to be awesome. And I did want to say just one thing for merchandising, that Jim's headband will be going on sale on his new Etsy shop, so be sure to check it out. And it's all kinds of shapes and sizes, and we have 5 of them already, and we think they are fantastic. Just kidding, everybody. But
Thank you for your patronage.
thanks for having us on. We had
Well, well, we love having you guys on. You guys are our closest friends, closest YouTube friends, our favorite go-to channel. So thanks for.
Well, they're going to be the ones that we ship Sophie down to, right?
Oh yeah, in a couple months.
That's college in June.
All right, Jim, what do you got coming up?
Well, I do the Tuesday night live stream at 7 p.m. every week, so that's a thing I do. And then my next vlog will be Aaron took me to Sanaa a couple months ago, and I just never edited that footage. But we tried every appetizer there, so including the bread service. So that'll be a video that we put out soon. And then most immediately is my son hasn't expressed interest in going to the parks in a couple of years. And just recently, he expressed interest in the Food and Wine Festival. So Sunday, the boy and I are going to Epcot. And
That's
I'm looking forward
awesome.
to that. Yeah.
It's a breakthrough.
I know.
Streaming
I
it?
can't believe it.
Are you going to
That's
stream it?
awesome.
Probably not stream it. He won't be into that. I'm just happy to have him there again.
Yeah.
So
Good.
yeah, we'll be doing that. He wants to eat, so we'll be doing
That's
that.
awesome. Have fun.
Hey, look at that.
Thanks.
That is awesome. Cool. So what you got going on?
All right, so Thursday is our family / Avery vlog that we do. So this week it's going to be Avery with Dairy Queen, the new Dairy Queen that we have.
Okay.
Friday is our Disney vlogs that we do. We have day 2. I think we're at Magic Kingdom at night. For that,
Which trip was that?
July.
Okay.
And then we have a short from Hollywood Studios on Monday. And we have our Wednesday show.
Wednesday shows at 7.
Mhm.
Which hopefully we will get better at again. Coming up with more stuff, having more friends, getting remotivated.
All right, we got to start heading over to D&G. They're live.
Everybody, head over right now. We're going to head over to G&G Explorers. Tell them it's a herd attack. Disney Nerd Herders sent you. Yeah, is that about it?
Yeah,
Don't forget to do your duty.
it's a big duty.
See
Bye,
y'all.
guys.
Oh, sorry. I'm on TV.